Okay, story time. Now, you probably read the title. Yes, I did meet Jordan Peterson. If you want to skip this video and just find the clip, you can go at the end if you want, but I recommend you stick around for the story. Jordan B. Peterson, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, or I guess they revoked his title of being a doctor. You're probably wondering, Tommy, how did you meet him? What did you do? It all started back in... I'm just checking the calendar right now. 2 years ago, I was asked to film what did the gentleman say? I had someone call me or text me, and they said, "Hey, Tommy, we're looking for a videographer for a spoken word artist or something at our local venue here." And I thought, oh, okay, spoken word. I didn't know people go out for that or go on tours for that. So then I thought, oh, okay, it seems like a pretty cool gig. Why not? I went out to go get some camera gear, and I make my way to the venue. I walk in, chat with security for a bit. After that, I'm walking around, and I see these posters of Jordan B. Peterson. And at the time, I didn't know too much about him, but I knew him enough and watched a few clips from the Chris Williamson podcast and a few other, but it never really occurred to me that he was actually speaking that night at that event that I was filming. I was asked to film. I'm walking around, I have my gear, I see these posters. I'm like, Jordan B. Peterson, what are these posters doing here? Going away to the front of the house, which is where the mixer is. That's where the video operators are. That's where the tech guys hang out. I know some of the guys there, so I say hi to them, and I'm setting up my camera and making sure it's all plugged in and stuff. And then I ask one of the guys, "Hey, what is this event?" And the guy said to me, "Oh, it's some spoken word psychologist guy named Jordan B. Peterson." And then I stopped, and I'm like, wait, like Dr. Jordan B. Peterson? Jordan Peterson, who, you've heard of him? And I'm like, yeah, I have. Yeah, actually, I do. I actually do. I know him. I've seen some of his stuff. At that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm actually here for Dr. Jordan B. Peterson? How did I get here? I'm set up. I meet with the gentleman that contacted me for the gig. And after that, I believe I met Jordan B. Peterson's touring manager, right? Because Jordan Peterson was going on tour at the time, doing lectures. It was based on his book, 12 More Rules About Life. That's what I remember. And I asked the touring manager, hey, is it possible at some point that I can get a photo with Jordan Peterson? And the touring manager says, yeah, we're having a photo booth session for VIP guests, for whoever is paid for VIP, to stick around the show afterwards. And I'm like, okay, great. This is amazing. This is so cool. The night goes on. The show happens. It opened with, I believe, I think it was a musical piece by a gentleman. It was really, really good. I wish I remembered his name, but he was really, really good. After that, it was Jordan Peterson's wife, Tammy, I believe, who did the opening. It's definitely something to digest, especially if you're not used to, I guess, the vocabulary that Jordan Peterson uses. It's a mix of clinical psychology terms and medical mixed with religion. And for me, someone who is, is on this self-improvement, whatever you want to call it, journey of just wanting to be better and increasing my vocabulary, just overall 1%, up every single day. It was so intriguing, and I still have to digest what he said. He likes to walk. I'll tell you that. I don't know if you've seen clips of him doing lectures, but he likes to walk. Sometimes he likes to sit, but for the most part, he likes to walk. So the whole time, I'm just following him with the camera, left and right, and also trying to listen one topic about how we go back to religion in times of crisis or need. And let me explain that. Let's say you're really sick, really sick. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not, just hear me out. Imagine you're sick and you're really sick and you've done what you can to help alleviate some of the symptoms. Let's say you're coughing or something, maybe you're even bedridden. Jordan Peterson was talking about how when it comes to moments like that, we always somehow revert back to a higher power of some sorts. Now, to you, that may be God, that could be something else. In other religions, I'm not too sure, but essentially, you, the individual in that moment, you've done what you could. You don't know what else you can do right now, and so all you can do now is just either lay there and pray, which I found really interesting, because even if you don't believe in a God, Jordan Peterson was saying you will pray. You'll pray to some kind of higher God, of higher being, to give you the strength to recover. Now that is interesting, because when I think back about the times when I was sick or when I was really down bad, there were moments for sure where I thought of a higher being and thought, I pray that I'll be okay. I pray that, I don't know if you guys do that, but I know for me in the past, I have done something like that before, where I didn't know what to do. I was just sick and I just had to pray. Now, I don't know the in-depth analysis or functionality of the psychology of going to that point. I do want to share with you the clip of him and I doing a handshake, meeting him for the first time. So let's switch over here. Oh, what a throwback. Man. I freaking love that. That's such a fun clip. And not a lot of people know that I actually filmed for him. That clip that we got there, I knew that at some point I was going to meet him and take a photo. But if I never got the photo, which I didn't, I never got the photo back, even if I emailed the touring manager afterwards that I needed video proof. And so I set up the camera to where everyone was lined up and getting a photo. And I thought, okay, I need video proof of this. So I'll point it, I'll set the frame there, I'll press record, and I'll join the line. So I join the line, and as I get closer and closer, security stops me and they say, hey, where's your wristband? Because when you're VIP, everyone has a wristband, I suppose. And so I said, oh, I'm the videographer. I was given permission by the touring manager to take a photo. And so they had to confirm with the touring manager, and that was fine and all that. And then, boom, that clip there. Anyway, I think that's it for that story time. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace.